Whilst we're doing Baba's Puja, before we do opening mantras and arti, let me first say Siddharam, everybody. As we get set to do our discourse this evening, to celebrate, I don't know how many people know exactly what is Shiv Pradosh. We'll go into that tonight, don't worry. But before we celebrate Lord Shiva, we must invite the lady to come. She is sometimes very upset if we are celebrating Lord Shiva, we leave her out. And this, as we all come, we come to pray. Yes, we come to celebrate a birthday. But at a very personal level, here's an opportunity for you, and I'll explain why it's an opportunity about this Pradosh thing. We're going to sing a little song for Mother before we do open mantra and arti and all that to come. Put your hands together, close your eyes, and you actually, while we singing Sunameri Devi, we go in and sing it together. You know this song, you know it. We could sing it together. But remember, you didn't come to play, you come to pray. So, in your own words, dear Durga Mata, my name is Benny, and I come to Kelly Village to pray. I have so and so problem. I have a problem, and I want help. Please help me. If you neglect to do that for yourself, friend, oh, well, we're really in trouble. Whatever you do now, you do for yourself. Please pray. Sunameri Devi, Parvat Vasini. Let me explain this. Parvat Vasini means at the end of the Navratram, she sat on the Parvat, the hill, Chamundi hill in South India, and she was blowing. She's breathless from the fight. She's tired. And Brahma came to Mama guiding Mother, please hear me pray. We come with we come with this, we come with the other. Be happy with me. Likewise, we come to pray tonight before we start with Lord Shiva. Oh, Sunameri Devi, Parvata Vasini, Tera Parana Paya, Tera Parana Paya. Lady, as you are sitting on that hill, and you catching your breath, hear my prayer. Tonight my name is, and I'm praying for help with. This is why I journeyed to the temple to join with this family as they are worshipping on this sunny Pradosh. Please hear my prayer. Oh, Sunameri Devi, Parvata Vasini, Tera Parana Paya, Tera Parana Paya. Sunameri Devi, Parvata Vasini, Tera Parana Paya, Tera Parana Paya. Pan Supari Pajanariya, Pan Supari Pajanariya, Le Tere Ved Chadhaya, Le Tere Ved Chadhaya. Suno Meri Devi, Parvat Vasini, Tera Parana Paya, Tera Parana Paya. Come on, everybody, let's sing together. Dua chor ke anna virase, dua chor ke anna virase, Ketar tilak lagaya. Oh, suno meri devi, Parvat Vasini. Brahma Veda Bane Tere Pare, Brahma Veda Bane Tere Pare, Shankar Jnana Lagaya. Oh, suno meri devi, Parvat Vasini, Tera Parana Paya, Tera Parana Paya. Satyuga Pavan Svetam Mohan go. Mami come to do a puja. Brahma Veda Bade singing and chanting. Brahma is bowing to you. Shankara Dhyana Lagave. He's singing the prayers for you, ma. Please have mercy. Please hear we pray. Please, ma, we begging you, ma. Please listen to we pray. Dhyana Bhagat mein teri gun gaave. Dhyana Shakti Mata ki jai. Everybody please stand as we get ready now to do Arati. Ladies, please cover your head. Everybody, the posture of Arati is to put your hand together to your chest. And we do it properly. We stand in, we present ourselves to Lord Shiva, and as we wave that light, we're getting ready to talk to him. Prabhu, we're going to celebrate you tonight for this Pradosh. If you want to come and join, if you want to touch that lingam, don't worry, come. With your hands put together, close your eyes now. Sajam cha varti sanyukta grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana deve Trailukya Timirapam. This is the part. Lord Shiva, I leave everything and I come to your temple. I reach in your house tonight. Mari Baba, forget about everybody else. This is between me and my God. Talk to him. Learn to pray. This is not only for some or for somebody or somebody else. This is for us. And just a little bit, the mind will go so helter-skelter. Forget the phone, forget home. This is like a meditation. Focus your mind on that lingam, on that Lord Shiva. We are about to hear a wonderful Shiv Puran discourse. Lord Shiva, I am here. Please accept me as we make the offering of the life and bless us. Jai Shiva Om Kara Prabhu Hara Shiva Om Kara. Everybody together. Jai Shiva Om Kara Hara Shiva Om Kara. Ekana
Pray together. Let's me with the mantras. Oh, Gajananam. Everybody. Kapeta Jumbo. Uma Sutan Show. Kavinashadakam Namami Viganeshwara Padavantajam Sarvamangalamangale Shive Sharanye If you came in after or later, Sitaram, welcome on behalf of our host and the Anjalan family. The evening of celebration, singing and glorification of Lord Shiva. This evening, I have on the tabla Shivan, and we have Shivanand, National Awardee, Guru to many, the violinist with us, and my niece and my nephew, Guru Maya, and my godson, Darius. We are humbled to be here with you in Kelly Village. This evening, as we get set, Baba, we have capable Pandit with us tonight, Pandit Rakesh from Arangwes and Pandit Ravi. Ritvik Pandit is Pandit Rakesh, the Purohit, the one who says the mantra, and the Hotri, the one who sits by the Havan. For the elders here, remember all the time when you used to have Satsang and Yagnas, and you used to have more than one Pandit by a lady. What an opportunity to have people to sit like this. The Hotri, or the one sitting by the Havan, is the one that is specialized in the mantras to bring the vibration in your prayer. And tonight I'm very happy, Marvelous, to have a little bit. Tonight as we get set, Pradosh is when you have, I'm repeating, but I'm sure you've seen it on Facebook and radio and television, people explaining for you what is this thing. It's a celebration for Lord Shiva that happens on the 13th moon day, or Titi, in every fortnight. So it comes twice, in the bright half and the dark half. It could fall, when we celebrate it big, Monday, Som Pradosh, you'll see it on the Hindu calendar, Wednesday, Bhauma Pradosh, and Saturday, like today, Shani Pradosh. Today, when people do Shiv worship, do his job, fasting, many people are doing without water, without salt, depending on their health and what they're praying for. In addition to giving the glory and the benefit of Lord Shiva's grace, they get the blessings of Shani Dev. So for the person who has Shani causes problems in a person, like if I get a little cold and it was supposed to finish in 1 week, Shani is going to make that stretch into 6 months. Dry cough, dry cough, dry cough. We know that story. If a person has a salary, money is coming, but every time I get $5, the bill comes $6. So in today's world, not a long time, but today's world, you're living in a debt cycle. I worked already, pay back credit card. So you're always, as I start to save, the engine needs something, the children need something, everything important, but it's always coming. So it is as if you cannot get a break. So the person, and they endeavor in this Pradosh Vrat to get this break, because Shani Dev is the one who is causing your money to go. He causes the person to become, sometimes people hand heavy, they like to shop Amazon this, Amazon that, and they buy in the world, but they can't save. They are not thrifty. And Shani is what he's doing, is making you the only enemy in your life. It's not somebody else. It's not somebody coming every month to steal your cash. Be honest with yourself. You really didn't need that extra top. But you went and you buy it. When now everything checks up at the end of the month, you're bored. Dear God, help me. But when a person is praying on a night like tonight, you are praying when I sometimes am my own enemy. When somebody says you have a Shani girl, don't feel it is always external. Sometimes we are our own enemy. So when you stood and Mahadeva, how do you know God is blessing you? You see the hand like this. This is what you call Abhya Mudra. It is a gesture. In Hinduism, think back when you go have wedding and the girls them chume. They do their hands like this. Sometimes when you watch Lord Shiva in a Pritya home, you see him having different gesture in the hand. Those hand gestures, mudra is what you call it. You are conjuring, calling different Shakti, energy. Puja is a different way of praying. Dear God, give me health and give me help. Devi, I need help. So when you see them doing this, just to give you a tidbit of knowledge, you are calling Lakshmi Mata here. So the person is, let me use a different word, Jari. Little girls, Jari in the person. Don't get Najari, getting married, you're looking nice. Don't get Najari, everybody watching here. And they're doing the thing. So Jari the person. It is also, this hand gesture is also why you eat with your hand. This morning a child asked me, so Baba, I see Ravi have a very nice Hawan spoon. Think what's in it? We have a Hawan spoon. But when Tanti put me by the table, Baba ate with his hand. Why does he put my hand for? I never really think about it. Remember, you are asking Lakshmi, think of the rice and the dal or whatever. Think of your hand this week. You're calling Lakshmi Mata here to bless every mouthful you take. So although we have knife and fork, in this case, here's an application of how you use your hand to bless yourself and you didn't realize it. When the person lifts their hand like this, what this means? Let the unseen energy flow from, in this case, Mahadev Baba, the parent, the husband, the whatsoever. Flow, Diksha. Diksha means the energy is shooting. And let it hit the person, the receiver. Get the blessing and feel better, do better in school, behave better, etc. So depending on what you need help with, let me use a different analogy. If somebody on this side had hypertension, high blood pressure, and somebody on this side had diabetes, would you take the same tablet? You go by the same pharmacist, go by the same doctor maybe, and say, Doc, I sick with different people sick with different things. The one doctor dispenses different tablets for different problems. Our doctor tonight, Lord Shiva, is standing able, willing to give you the medicine that you need. But you have to go and tell the doctor in all fairness, he don't read mine. You have to tell him, Doc, I need so and so tablet. But sometimes what is happening, we just sit down and we don't talk to God. I've been doing puja so long, and people say, when Pandit Rakesh say any prayers, the Pandit say any prayers. And they just say that. Think what I'm saying, I do the puja, I put in sindoor, I put in saffron, and I so busy putting, me saying nothing. I am not talking to God. But if God appear in front of me, and he said, well, boy, what you called me for? You gave me this nice parcel, wait till you want. Then your mouth might say, you know, well, Babs, the grandchildren, the house, that post had to fix, etc. Little to big, I will talk to you. The idea is, the Murti is there to help you remember God. Because sometimes on our own, it's hard to remember. In Shiv worship, however, you will come across something called Shiv Manas Puja. Manas Puja means mental puja. Mental puja means in case the good Lord see it fit to give me a stroke, let me be honest, and I cannot lift my hand to do prayers like Paul and Angela and them doing it tonight. Maybe because of my belly or condition, my family, whatever, I can't get to go to do the praise. That means don't pray. Shiv Baba is telling you in the little prayers we're going to answer just now. When you close your eyes, step one, close your eyes. And you're seeing him now in your mind, you can trade him in your mind. I'm bathing you. Me, I'm offended on the bathing like them. I'm doing better than that. I bathe you. I see the hair getting wet. When I feed you the bar, feed you your mouth, you see you train it. You're happy with me. And you train in your mind at that very personal level. That wherever I am, I'm going to do a prayer. If you're ready, analyze yourself. Sometimes when you jump by there, the accident nearly happened, somebody get vexed in the house, and you want to use all kind of language. The last thing you might say is Om Namah Shivaya. That might come when you calm down. Unfortunately, trouble don't give you warning. An accident, sickness can take you at any time. And the purpose of this kind of communal worship where we come together is to sit with people who will help me pray. A young child would look over and see auntie put your hands so, okay, that's how to do it. I'm going to emulate that. And that is what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, we have come to listen about Lord Shiva, to learn a little bit so that when we walk away from here tonight, the objective is simple. I learn a little bit about my Lord Shiva. Yes, and they sing nice, and it sounds good. That can't be all. Because if you go home with no knowledge, then we really waste your time, to be honest. Bhagavad Gita, this is where we started. Listen. Bhagavad Gita, Arjun is asking all type of questions, and he tells Krsna, he said, what is the best way for this thing? And it's good to do puja, and it's good to do charity and everything. He said, yes, very good. He said to do it, to follow. My mother used to do it so I just do it so. That kind of follow. It's very good. You'll get some blessings for doing it. Wonderful. But if you have the knowledge why you're doing it, then it will go better. Follow me. If somebody say, you know Lord Shiva? Yes, but I know Lord Shiva. I do Lord Shiva prayers my whole life. How come Lord Shiva don't have a Sangini? If somebody say, I hear Lord Shiva was the son of Lord Krsna, I never hear it. Lord Shiva have a form where he did with wing hunting, flying. I didn't know that. Lord Shiva have a form where Lord Vishnu and he fight. Lord Shiva have, how much children Lord Shiva have? I know Ganesh, I know Kartik, then it have Ashok Sundari, the daughter, and it have others. In total, Lord Shiva have 8 children. So my point is this, it could have more about Shiv Baba And we want to touch on one little point tonight, so that when you learn, when you go, what Krishna tell Arjuna is, the knowledge is like the raft that will ferry you across this life. Because when you don't know your dharma, when you don't know what you're doing, when you sit by that baby, what you're really talking, I put in sinur because the Baba said to put sinur. I put in up a red flag because the Pandit tell me to do it. But if somebody came from a different religion and they say, hello, I saw you have a cloth, I saw you have a janeu. Why did you do that? How many, be honest with yourself tonight, how many people will say, okay, when I put the janeu on the lingam, the benefit, the blessing that come back to me, if I have how you call it, bad headache, migraine, if I have pain in my head pain, headache, head pain, it is going to cut, it is going to go. So the person practices giving the janeu as an example to get the blessing that the pain must go. Really, not just because the Baba tells me to put it. Karma is playing. That puja that you see in there is a karmic game. To use a word for children to understand. I am given, dear God, please accept laddu and barfi. Why is it? Why all those recipes have in common? It's sweet. That's why half of you have diabetes, right? It's sweet, but what is the logic behind it? The person who prayed is saying, I am karma, I am giving you sweet. Give me sweet times. Give me the sweetness in my life. I have little problems here or I have a little problem here, and I need it to evaporate. So in your prayer, it has so much we can talk about. Tonight, permit me to give you a little information about one of the forms that Lord Shiva took. And in it, you're going to understand how Lord Shiva is playing in our life. It's totally different when you're reading Bhagavad and Lord Vishnu discourse. Lord Vishnu, we know he's the main star boy. He's the main actor in the Leela. Krishna, Ram, Narsingh, these people. When Brihaspati had the job to figure out who is going to lead in the incarnation, different discourse. Brihaspati went and he interviewed Brahma. And Brahma didn't have time. Imagine somebody come through the door and the man busy tending to his creation. And look, I don't have time to talk to you today. So he said, you know what? You is not the person. When people call it on you, you will not have time. So Brahma was not the main person in all the incarnation. He went by Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva was enjoying Ganesh, Kartik and the daughter. He said, I don't have time for this. I'm between my job, my dhyan, my meditation, and family life. I don't have time to talk to you, Brihaspati. Brihaspati is getting vexed. So he gone by Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu stopped what he was doing, and he bowed 10 times to the feet of Brihaspati. In that moment, Brihaspati says, I bless you, that in this time, let me say from yug to yug, in this cycle, the sansar, you will be the lead devta. You will be the Mastya. You will be the Narsingh. You will be the incarnation that will lead the fight of good against evil. So we have Ram, Krishna, you will hear that the next one coming is Kalki, etc. Lord Vishnu always is coming. And the other devtas come to support Hanuman Baba and other forms that you know. So imagine, Shiv Baba is always coming, but I don't know too much, you know. I know he comes as different Jyotirlingam, I've heard these things, but where did Lord Shiva manifest in different ways to bless you and I? And it is an explanation for some of the things we do today. When you come to the mandir and you bow to your murti, did you do that this evening? This is somebody's house. So when you enter the door, the person who had it too heavy, you're supposed to bow to your Shiv Baba. Before anybody else here, walk in, sit down, everybody with respect. The person who don't do that, sometimes just get shrouded. It is have consequence when you come to Lord Shiva. Assure your Babas them teach you that in his prayers, for example, one example. If I take a bay leaf, tell me, and it torn, it tattered, it have a hole, I should offer it. What is the consequence? Mommy, why? Somebody said, Mommy, why? Always remember what I said. You know, people is offer 1,000 bay leaves, but they are torn. Don't offer it. it is better to offer one good one than 1,000 bad. The consequence is, when you offer that to the lingam, you're going to inherit eyesight problem. When people say karma, every action have a reaction, trust me, it did. It's just we don't talk about it. Lord Shiva have rules. My point here tonight, knowledge. Knowledge is what will ferry the individual across. In these meetings called Satsang or Yagna, Yagna means sacrifice. You are sacrificing your time to learn about Baba. And when Shiv Baba, you learn about him and you come and you say, dear God, tonight I learn about belief. Tonight I learn about bowing in the temple and doing it the correct way. Bless me, God. Today I am getting better. Every time you get a tidbit of knowledge, you are growing, you are going to apply it, and you're going to improve it. Who I am. But in case I may not be here tomorrow, but He's here. And He's watching and judging. He's the judge. So our meeting this evening is paramount, that we walk away with a tidbit of information. And when you do it, remember it. So I'm putting it in a way that you could apply it. Very simple, very easy, nothing hard. Bow when you come to the temple. Don't let your head be big like mine. When it's big and you can't bend, oh, you're going to have a problem. But when you're humble, you could do it. Very easy. And by doing it, you will see the blessing in your life. Little things breed big rewards. Truthfully. Before we go forward, put your hand together as we do our Sumiran. As we ask Lord Shiva for His blessings to open the pages. This is another moment for you to, as we listen to His discourse, dear God, Saraswati Mata, give me the blessing to remember what I'm about to hear. Allow me to get the happiness. Give me the strength to remember. Take a second and pray. Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahita Hiyale Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Bashar Chahu Shubham Shruti Sambeda Nadi Shiva Sama Sachidanand Nirguna Brahma Vilakaye Yayami Sutaka Jai Maya Paya Jaga Bhopalana Daya Ho Swambhu Swayambhu Jatu Bala Bhavat Gaurav Mata Pita Guru Bharati Veda Jnata Mune Prema Sahit Kar Chor Kara Sabhi Nao Uche Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahit Hiyale Srimad Shambhu Purana Ke Bhasha Rachahu Shubha Srimad Shambhu Purana Ke Bhasha Rachahu Shubha Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Let me remind you, to go into this course, we had to get a little history. In Mahabharata, in Bhagavad, you will hear, remember in Ramayana it had Jamant, the bear, and the bear in Ram Gita, in the end of Ramayana, he says, Prabhu, I want to see how strong you are. You know, they say you are Lord Vishnu. I want to fight you. This is when Sri Ram is getting ready to go back. And he says, okay, Jamant, and I'm summarizing, Jamant, you remain on the earth until I come back, until I take, not next form. And in that form, we will fight. And I promise you, I'll fulfill your desire there. Fast forward, Krishna comes. And in that time now, there was this gem that everybody was oohing and ahhing about. Great gem. It passed from one person to the next. The person who has it gets attacked by an animal, a ferocious beast eats him, and now everybody starts to blame Krishna. You know that time when we watched the moon for Ganesh Jayanti? He gets blamed. The mantra that we say when you watch the moon comes from this discourse. And Krishna says, okay, declare my name, I'm going to prove to you. I'll get back to Jam and discover what happened to the person. So he went in the forest. And looking, he comes across the cave. And the babysitter of this little deer now has the gem. Well, the baby has the gem and the babysitter there. So when he go to take the gem from the baby, Jamon, who is the parent, well, wait until the child fall. They're going to fight. But the babysitter utters a paragraph, a prayer that is chanted today. When you see it getting blamed, ladies, please remember what I say. It'll come up when Ganesh Jayanti come in. This paragraph is what nullifies the blame. Constantly, you do it, you said it, you did this, etc. You'll find that becoming a problem. Say that prayer. Jamon comes out not knowing Krishna, this little boy, is Sri Ram or Mahavishnu, and they start a fight. When the fight was done, both of them still standing, but Jamon, a very older person now, he says, oh, and he got the darshan of seeing Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Krishna like flash. And when he got the blessing, he says, oh Prabhu, what test is this? He says, this is not a test, I came to fulfill your desire. You prayed for this, you wanted this. So if I came and I said, I am Ram, let's fight, you would have played fight with me. But I came in a form to test your might, your strength, just what you wanted. And with all your ferocity, you came after me. And you felt it. Did you feel it? He said, yes. He said, Prabhu, I only have one more thing to ask. I have a daughter, Jamanti. Please accept her as your wife. And one of the 8 wives of Krishna was this Jaman's daughter, Jamanti. And because the father gets to do the Kanyadan and give the daughter, this is why Jaman got the blessing. So they come back, and Jamanti is very happy with Satyabhama and others, and everybody was having babies. Trouble. Jamanti is not having a baby. Time is passing. So Satyabhama had brought forward, I think it's Anirudh, son. And Jamanti pulls Krishna aside and he says, listen, they are like sisters to me, I love them, but I cannot help feeling as if I am insufficient. I want to have a child too, and I want to have a purposeful child. I want to have a very important guy. I want to have a very powerful child. Please arrange, do something. I don't know what to do, but do something. Many discourses will tell you that Krishna went to pray to Lord Shiva, but he did not know what to do. So he goes by a senior sage by the name of Upamanyu. Upamanyu becomes Krishna's guru. He gives him Diksha with a mantra, teaches him about Lord Shiva, and he worships. And Krishna follows to the T this guidance. And as a result of the prayers that Krishna does, because of this guru's guidance, Shiv Baba had to appear and he says, Krishna, I cannot give you what you want. You want a son with this and that and the other, and there's no such person. The only person who can do that is me. So I've come to tell you that I, myself, you are Vishnu incarnate, and in many instances I take form to support you, just as Sri Ram had Hanuman Baba. I am going to take the form as your son. Or if I hear this word, the son of Krishna comes Samba. Samba becomes the person who causes the Krishna Leela to finish. The arrow that damaged Krishna's foot when he dies under the people tree. You have a nice lingam here with the people tree. The reason why we bow to that tree, Christian leans up behind the tree bleeding profusely. And the blood is coming out of his foot because of this arrow. Where did the arrow come from? Because of Samba. Samba is to give this man trouble. But even in that case, to close the Leela, Lord Shiva is the one who did it. So in Shipra now, tell us about Lord Shiva, birth after birth. They want to know all the forms. Tell me more about my Lord Shiva. And so far in the text, they would have been dealing with different forms. Mahakal, when he's in the black lingam, when he's in the white lingam, Swatik lingam, Narmadesh lingam, and he's going Vaishwanath, Somnath, and Katha after Katha. And he comes to now this form that we enter into tonight. And the first thing he says, tell us why Upamani was so special. How it is if this is Christian, or someone saying everybody, this is Christian. And you have the knowledge, the love, because if you ain't know about praise, somebody who have to bring you intake have to know about praise. Imagine the chaos if I, who never cook shatai, hear what I'm saying, try to teach you how to cook shatai. Think about how much raw you gonna have. When we start to cook the pumpkin, and one time I go on and I sing and I say, you throw water in the pumpkin. And every time they like, yeah, no. Agree? Think about what I say. Somebody who ain't know what they're doing come to teach. For married people here, somebody who ain't know what they're doing, they know about married life, or the stress and the good days, bad days of married life, come to teach you about married life. Alright? And more water in the pumpkin pot there. In the same breath, when somebody comes to teach you about bhakti, devotion, sadhana, tinkwasi, and you have to know about it, how you would teach me and encourage me in something that you yourself is a stranger. This is why the first God you have in your life is your mother. And Gita says, that lady, you work for that. When those of you that damn your mother, tinkwasi, your life and life, your work for the womb you come from. Because when you're born, and that lady say, hello, get up and light it here. Hello, pick up your book. Come on, straighten that shirt, paper your book with a little etiquette. Come on, look good. Have yourself in a certain way. Table manners, toilet manners, you name it, your mother will teach you it first. And that lady puts you on a pedestal that projects you for the rest of your life. Nobody can do that. If your mother does not teach you, you end up at a disadvantage in this life. But when that lady is a beast, she's a terror. That don't matter what you want to do, you do what I say. You work for that straightness in your life. God bless you first with that good mother. Bhagavad Gita in chapter 1 says, how do you know? Everybody say, oh God, what traffic is Kali Yuga, where you gonna do? What bandit is Kali Yuga, where you gonna do? You know when you're in Kali Yuga? Always, everybody, go marry chapter 1 Gita. It is Kali Yuga when the lady in the community, the lady in society, the lady in your family stop doing her job. Let mommy, stop correcting you, stop advising you, stop teaching you, stop talking to you. And you, at a very personal level, you are in Kali Yuga. Tonight we will hear about a mother teaching her child. And I want you to pay attention to that lady's role. Because with a good mother, you will make. But with a weak or a lesser than, I'm not saying bad, I'm saying lesser than, meaning less push for school, less push for the Baba, if they want to sleep and don't go in the prayers, left them now, they grow here now. Baba, if they have to eat X, Y, and Z, leave them now, they are bound to fast. Baba, them don't bound to sit down and do the prayers, I go do the prayers. One day will come, you will expect them to do it, and they'll say, you know what, Babs? My mother, as I learned in funeral, you see funeral? Ask them pundit, them no more than me. When you reach and the pundit, them is meeting the nasty side of society, trust me. Think what I say, follow me, eh? You know everybody smile for the camera. But you see when time to cut that hair, you know what that hair behind it? Boy, you go cut your hair, your mother. Baba, she give my sister all the insurance money, let them cut their hair. But the two done there, the boy cut my hair for. But the boy left in she box for. That lady always rough me up and quarrel with me. She was doing her job, she was your friend. She didn't want to be your friend. That's your job. People in this age don't appreciate the people that they have. And tonight I just touched on mother. Tonight you value somebody according to your dharma because of not always being the yes man or yes lady, but standing up for the right. Because if this person didn't stop you from harming and damning yourself, oh boy, we'll go off track long time, and myself included. Everybody just go haywire when they're young. Everybody just drive hard when they're now learning to drive, think was it. But when somebody ringing your ears and saying, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. At a simple language, you're going to see the value. Tonight, as they're going to hear how he ended up so elevated, they have to start with his mother. It started when he was a child. Let's enter into Shiv Puran, everybody. Who's talking here? Nandi, the bull, he's talking. And all the other Ganas, the people that follow Lord Shiva, are listening about all the stories of their Mahadev. Tonight, they're going to hear now about Suveshwar. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Everybody. Jai Sam Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Shruno Satya Ve Pravashyami Shivasya Paramatmatam Sureshwara Prataye Tato Dhajaye Hitaka Ye Ati Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Ram Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Uvamatuli Grihayesham Samatatra Shishurevahi Uttapatyena Yartati Parjaya Swaya Dvijayati Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Ram Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Nandi says, please listen. Mahadev Baba, one of his incarnations is called Sureshwar. In that incarnation, there was a senior pandit, Yagnas. He had two sons, Daumya and Upamanyu. Two of them growing up little boys still. But the father, he is very learned, and for that reason, he's always outside. Doing puja, he gets that right, never home. The children have to grow by their mamu, and she would go there for safety in society. And in that room, he would see Upamanyu is seen where mamu. Let me do it. Tadchitaye putra vachanatam Kamo tatvar tapasini Gatham pravaksha yedaya Shambho mata ye ato Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Umakapati Mahadeva ki Jai. He goes by the Mamu. Many people say, okay, we know the word Mamu. But just for the younger head, the Mamu is the mother's brother. When somebody calls you that have a little something there, what is a Mamu? A Mamu is somebody, a man that would love you, the only man that would love you in the same way as your mother. The Mamu is a different thing in our Dharma. This is why on the day of the wedding, correct me if I'm wrong, when they're doing the Imli, when the mango leaf and the better things in life coming from one mouth to the next mouth, who helps? The Mamu. Because the Mamu is not going to watch whether a boy or girl in a sexual way. He's not going to jealous this person. This is my own. But your mother would have a lot of favor. The mother goes and she'll give you, don't matter what you do, Pandit, I can't run this child, I'm a son. Pandit, I will throw them away. That is a mother. And the Mamu goes with she opinion. When you watch Chacha and them different. Father love is a different love. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But mommy, it'll be rightish and wrongish. Don't talk about when they become grandparents, the rules is changed. But on the father side, he's strict. Poor too nice. Father, sister, she will pick up for she brother. And if it is right, you'll do it. If it is wrong, you're wrong. So Pua has a rule, but she is more from a principled standpoint. But a Mamu is somebody who, if he have, I just say, two apple in his hand, he would give his and he will give his sister children the equal. That love is there. In this case, these children did not get that. The Mamu would feed his children more. The Mamu not too nice. They in the house, they there, but they thirsty dribbling for anything it have. Understand the corruption. The sister is in the house and she glad for the shelter, but she can't say nothing. Such as the woman, you have to watch and see the injustice and what are you going to do? I have to take a shelter. So the child watching the cousin and them drinking the best of the milk in this case, cow milk. They get the whole lota, the goblet. And what Upaman you got? You know when sometimes you empty the lota, it is have the little dregs, the little dribble remain? Here cousin, you drink that now. And that is not happening between children, that is happening between adults. So what the child will do all you? Boy children, turn around watch your mother. Ma will my share. Mommy, how come? That is my Mamu. And we understand what that means. That is my Mamu. That never happened already. You want to end use Mamu? How are you going to sit there? How are we going to fight for 5 in Jalan? End use Mamu? How are you going to do that? Likewise, Ma, where is our milk? And we entitled for the same type of sustenance. If he is our help, if this family, this household is our refuge, where is our help? Where is our... What did the mother do? Because she can't say nothing. She went and she take some grains. Watch how Hindu thing have advancement there. She went and she take some grains, urdi and mung, and she went in the mortar with the pestle, and she grind it and she bring it down, and she put a little water in it. And grinding it, it will get a milky white color. And in today's world, we know about almond milk and cashew milk and all these things. What is that? If you wring a nuts, does milk come out? No. What it is, Baba, you're blending or you're mashing it, and the water in it gets milky white. Not white as and strong as milk, but near it. So people who are lactose intolerant use these options. People who have kidney problem, dialysis problem, cannot drink the milk, but they drink this type of milk. So the mother trying to mama guide this child, went inside with these grains, mix it, mash it, and come with this artificial milk and say, babe, look, your milk.
As soon as he drank the false milk, well, of course, it had that same taste or texture. Ma, this is not milk, and as a child, he starts to cry. On hearing this cry, the mother, she started crying. She started to wipe out the tears. Ma, why are we less than? Why can't we have the same way they have? Listen to the words of this mother. What you does say? This is not a very hard to imagine scenario here. In today's world, people are losing jobs, people are losing parents, people are sick, and children will come. Why we have to go through this for? Why I can't have the book or the opportunity like other children have in school? It have reasonable and it have beyond reasonable. I agree, it's not everything we could buy or have. Left the children, we bring home gold and wait for them, if you understand what I mean. It have limits. Please hear what this mother, thinking of Lord Shiva in the moment when this heart-aching moment comes. What you're going to tell this child that a child will understand? Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva. I think everybody wants to say it. Namastasye Namastasye. Forest dwellers like us, living in the deep dark jungle, away from everything. There's no cows here. The lion, the tiger, the whatsoever might eat the cat. We cannot maintain these animals here. Babe, we could never get milk just like that. But by the grace of Shambhu, by the grace of Shiva, after this lady is thinking and praying, this is what comes. Oh son, whatever you want to attain in this life, dedicate your mind and your thought to Shiva. And whatever you want, it will come. The impossible becomes possible. The child says, Mama, well then don't cry. If Mahadev, if Ishwar is the bestower of welfare, then don't grieve. Know that I am going to get us milk. Listen to the words of his mother, knowing from what the father had taught him. He's going to practice because he has the knowledge, because he knows how to go to Lord Shiva. This child understood the teaching of the mother and puts himself, gets up. You know what I use it myself. You know what I'm guilty of? I don't know about you. I know Lord Shiva is the one to bless me. I understand that. Yes, Baba, I get that. Pandit,
Ravi will tell me, Baba, if you do prayers, it will help solve some problem. Agreed. You know how much heat is poured at me for me to go and offer flowers. I come in the prayers this evening. I know today's Lord Shiva Day. You know I didn't bring up flowers to offer this man. You see how I is my own problem? Think about how lazy upon it is. Sometimes just to go and touch the murti, oh God. I'm hopeless. Because here is your help, Pandit. If you could just bring the flowers, why you just put the flowers? Remember knowledge it? When you put your flowers by Lord Shiva, Krishna Arpan, and you put it, remember the quality of the flowers is what in question. The flower has fragrance. Remember as children, for the other, we used to take out the little stamen with the honey, that nectar inside. That is really what you offer them. So you choose flowers that have fragrance. Dear God, I'm giving you this sweet nectar. Accept it, karma. Give me back that sweetness in my life. Please, I have X, Y, and Z problem. But your Baba is so foolish. He would never get up and say, you know what? I'm bringing 2 flowers for Lord Shiva. Hopeless. Bad one. Because when trouble comes, Baba knows the ball. You see where God lay happen? You see where God goes? And all you know how to stop. You see where it happened? You see God did that. How God could let this happen? Lord Shiva to blame now. If only I could have get up and take the flowers with me here. I like to plant flowers at Ampi. I like to plant the flowers. But to pick the flowers and do something with it, well, I have a different story. Prem Sabalomapati Mahadevaki. He picks up himself, gets his flowers and all the other ingredients, and he went to pray. And every day he would come home and tell his mother what he did. And he says, Ma, today I did not feel to eat, so I did not eat. As I'm doing prayers, as his worship is becoming more and more intense, he's walking away from different things. Sometimes when you get into your devotion, you will hear people say, you know what, this Shivratri, I was able to fast from, non-vegetarian. I was able to fast. This Shivratri, I was able to wake. This Shivratri, I was sitting in the audience, but between me and God, I was singing a nice bhajan praise. I did 10 jap this year. I didn't do any last year. I am improving. Likewise, this child came home every day and was telling him what he accomplished. And slowly, Lord Shiva is giving him, as he's watching, giving him the strength to do it. Because remember, if you're starting a front like Shivratri, like Pradosh, how does it start? The person gets up in the morning, facing the eastern direction with the sun, puts a drop of water in your hand. Lord Shiva, Surjnayang Swami, as you're coming up in the east, penetrate my body and give me the permission to do the praise. You don't just do the praise. You ask because you need the help and the health to do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, for every lady here. When you have praise, the morning you have praise. That is not the morning, everybody in the house is tested. Every single thing that could go wrong is go wrong that morning. That's test. Let me see what you're going to do. And you say you was God's child. Let me see if you're going to stay godly. Think what I say, because industrial language is starting to go quick. Different language at time. Sometimes you go to bed, oh, the Baba in front. You reach by the bed, exhausted. You're empty. So now it's just, oh God, Pandit Rakesh, just finish that prayer now. Finish the prayer quick. Oh God, I'm hungry too. Finish quick. But you know what you're going to tell yourself? I had puja, I had prayers, I have flags in the yard. How much prayers it is a different story. So when the person going to do prayers, he just asks permission. This is why before your wedding, before your yagna, where we just normally call Gita Path, when we do Shraddha, take out food, Christian, all the souls in the village, anybody, Roman souls, anything, anybody unhappy, please eat, look, we take out food for Lord Krishna, eat something, but bless me, we're going and have a little wedding, don't let nobody fall, fight, blood, etc. Nothing to interrupt we wedding, or we praise. Let me get through. Dear God, give me permission to have my praise. That is why we just do it, to ask. So this morning, many people pull back the index finger with this posture. Why you do it? Well, like, all you know what I'm talking about? You see it when you take any panchamrit. What is the proper way to receive panchamrit? People say right hand over left hand. It have a reason for the right hand. This part of this hand is deal with your stomach. So the person is pull back the index finger with the thumb and squeeze, so that when they drink the milk in the stomach, that is going to absorb what is washing the shaligram on the baby. Health, strength, betterment must come to me. This is why I'll receive it like this. So if you ever see somebody do it, or you do it yourself, please remember what this mudra, not the one where they're doing okay, so they're pressing the finger, the 3 fingers straight, and you will see them drink it like that. This is why you do that. In this way, the boy is improving in his brain. From starting to now give up food, there was eating fruit trees, the fruits on the trees, the roots from the different herbs, etc. He gave up that too. He stopped drinking water, nil jal brat. Nil jal brat. People do that for Shivratri. And if a person for whatever reason can't do it, but Baba want to bless him, let them on the Somvar or the Monday, the Somvar brat, where they fast without water from sunrise to sunset every Monday for 1 year, then you will get the same blessing. So in the same way, people is do what we doing today, Pradosh Prat. Every Pradosh come, Lingam Puja do, they go chant different stotra, etc. And the person is building their energy. Man, now I don't even feel the pulling too much air. Sometimes when you're doing job, you will find you calm down and your breathing pattern starts to slow down as you calm down. So he starts to inhale less. Let's hear what happens. As he makes the lingam, he makes his lingam with 8 faces, 8 front, and he's doing his puja. As he's calling Samba, Sada, Shiva, and he's using his mantras. Let's hear what happens. Pahi, Pahi. Pahi Pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Come on everybody, you do this time. You can finish, you have to The little boy goes and he's saying, Pahi, Pahi, Mario Baba, save me, hear my prayer, listen to my prayer. And he made this wonderful Partiva or clay lingam, 8 different sides or angles, faces, and he's using appropriate mantra, Panchakshara mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, and calling what time is passing. And Upamanyu is starting to give off heat. The problem when you are doing this amount of devotion, the energy that you are building on yourself calls for protection. So the person sometimes wear the rakshan, they have the mauli, they have their pushgrass, they have the chandan for the different devatas. For example, here you put Ganesh Baba and you are acknowledging the presence of God in different points on your body. And you are asking that when you see sometimes people doing Havan, you will see them touch water and they call different force or energy to protect themselves. You will see when you go to do prayers, maybe sometimes we put the mango leaf by the foot, but you know what I'm talking about? Really is supposed to be kush grass for Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Brahma, protect me while I'm doing my prayer, control me while I'm doing my prayer. Because sometimes what happens is the person who is doing the prayer, doing good prayer, but they cannot control themselves. So sometimes you find that the person doing a lot of prayer, but they have a lot of temper. They become very ferocious. So check yourself, the same day making the man go, and somebody cross you. That's the day you'll explode. And the reason it's happening, one of the reasons, you are calling energy to your house, you are calling energy to your body. So you feel very, very angry when people do wrong. If you do your prayers correct, when you finish by the lady, you will feel different. What is different? Sometimes depending when you're praying, what you're praying for, let's say like a grab prayers, you will feel empty. What you're asking for, let it come off. Sickness, let it come off of you. But when you're praying for health and health, you feel energized and full. You know what I'm talking about, you know. Check back yourself when you do the Havan, and they just take the energy and the light and the heat and unchain your aura, go down to the floor. Let the negative energy come off. Baba, what are you saying? I thought we just do the shortcut way and do so. Well, boy, remember that shortcut. Energy is what you are trying to hold. That's why we just touch the Murti. They are God, you is God, I is not. And I need your energy. Please come to me. Help me. Help me. So you're taking energy. So when you do the one with the fire now, the arti coming around there, now, when you take the light, please understand you are trying to clean your aura. But the negative has to go some way. So one way we just do that. This is why it is be bare feet in prayers. Let you make the contact with the earth and let the negative energy go to the ground. This fella is starting to house so much power that his body is pushing off a heat. The trees, the environment start to feel it. The earth start to feel it and getting more and more powerful as he's doing his prayer. The devatas now start to feel uncomfortable. You'll see it sometime in your ZTV shows and so on. You'll see like a heat radiating from the individual. And you experience it, it's just sometimes he doesn't know the words to explain it. Lord Shiva is urged by all the devatas, Prabhu, when are you going to grant this child what he wants? He just wants milk. Like all this child wants, and look at what he's doing. Animals suffering, plants suffering, the place suffering, come now, give him what he wants and he will stop. Indra, Agni, all the other devatas. Lord Shiva says, I'm not ready yet. This could be me and you, you know. We go on to God praying for something and He's taking long. But they say God show up, but He's slow. And everybody is getting patient with Lord Shiva, you know, slow. You see, Hinduism different from other faith. Other faith have it nice. In another faith, you will hear somebody say the devil is a busy man. Oh, you see what the devil do? Meaning, follow it, the bad stuff comes from the devil, agree? Good stuff comes from God. But in Hindu, we don't have the devil. We have a parent, parental type God. Truthfully, for every parent, you correct me if I'm wrong. When the child do good, love you babe, cut the cake, you know, love you, pet you, gift you, everything. And when the same child do wrong, The same mother, you know, the same father. And if they don't do it, then they're wrong. If a parent stand up and say, listen to me, right is right, wrong is wrong, or consequence. And you will say, wow, yeah, good parent boy. I used to tell, well, my mother recently passed away, but I used to tell everybody, when she was living and she was Satsang with me, I said, trouble she because she used to hit them. I was the eldest, I had 2 younger sisters, and I used to get Muslims. Maybe I was bad, I said, nothing. I said, everybody, me a fat, you know, is swelling from all the legs. So the lady used to get vexed with me. When in Hinduism, you have a parent, understand what Lord Shiva doing, and judging you. Not because you say you want something, mean you're going to get it, or you deserve it, or you're ready for it. You know how much people is pray for all type of things, will mash up their life, their family life, their own self. They can't handle it, they're ready for it. Imagine look my niece here, every 12-year-old want to drive. Eh? Get in the car. See where they're going. Every young person feel they know what them doing. Them alone know. Them could light the firecracker. Them could split the bamboo mango. And then they just come back with no eyebrow. Lord Shiva said, listen, I am listening to his praise. Don't worry, I understand only perturbed and only uncomfortable, and you want me to grant him what he wants. If he continue on the road he walking, he'll get it. Don't worry. Have patience. Praise is patience. I am testing him. Give him a chance. Let him shine. If he does it the right way, he will get what he's working for. Don't rob him. If he's going on the road to reach on top, don't stop him. Let him go. Don't hold him back. Those are God, ease him up, nah? Ease him up. Let him learn the lesson. Let him try. For every parent who just have the attitude, I'm saying this to you, oh God, Baba, the children go fast 3 days, nah man. Them can't wake up all night. But they want to wake up. And they go wake. Let his favorite TV show go on at TV. 2 o'clock in the morning, they're watching you like communion. But for prayers, can't wait. Oh God, Baba. This mother encourages her child, you don't give up, you know. I don't care. The child will come home and say, Mom, I'm going to get through today, you know. I do X, Y, and Z. I put more effort. I thought God would answer me today, but he did not answer me. It's a child. He's ready to give up. But what the mother does, oh God, yeah boy, well, we're going to do. Give up the religion. Convert. You get true? You get where you want? The God bad. Upgrade. Get a new God. No, not this mother. This mother said, don't be so weak. What's the role of a mother? Don't be so weak that as you do something and you get where you want, you're ready to throw down and give up. Life is about challenge. You're going to get opposition sometime in life and you have to deal with every step. Don't give up. Keep going. Oh sages, with this type of encouragement daily, Upamanyu would come the next day with renewed energy. Today I'm going to get it. Today I will see him. Today with this force, he will do his prayers. He would fold his hands without doubt that Shiv Baba is listening to him. And with that ferocity, sit down and do his prayer. And all the devatas are burning because of the amount of tej that, or imagine the flame, the energy that is permeating from his body. So much so, Lord Shiva said, all right, let me go close to him. But what he does, he takes the form of Indra. Parvati Mata takes Indrani, and they look like them. Looking like the devatas, all the Ganas and Nandi, everybody is now taking form like Agni and Vayu and all these others. So they come with a big crown and all these nice things. Appearing in front of them, oh child, little one, stop your prayer, hold on. We have come to bless you. We have come to give you what you want. Everybody have a big goblet of milk, knowing that we're praying for. Look, babe, look, take this and stop doing your prayers. Any way you want, look it. So he said, I didn't call you. What are you doing here? I didn't ask you for anything. But you're telling me stop my prayers, but may I get what I want?
Let's hear what happens in this verse. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam, 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 Jai Ram Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam, Jai Ram Duga Swate Putro, Jap When they were talking like this, somebody ever come in, in your proximity and you're talking with a little, a little pride or a little authority, or I better than you, this kind of way, for whatever reason. And the little child stand there and he listen to big people talk. We bring the milk and we feel you should stop your prayers. Plenty of people will tell you that again. You never hear, oh, you're playing sadwai now. You're fasting too much. You feel you're responding. That is happening in your own house. When let me just say your son, for example. Your son wants to eat hot dog and whatever. And you only want to put bread. What, ma? You turn the pundit now. That is come home and meet you. And to do your simple prayers, to do the little fast you want to do. You is an annoyance to the people around you now. It come like you causing trouble. I don't know if it is the conscience, I don't know what is bothering them. But boy, if you could eat na man, I doing my prayers. Right? In the same way, this little child is wondering, why am I doing my prayers, or sitting here doing my prayers by myself in a secluded place, bothering you who living in heaven? What is the problem? So the child in a childlike way say, what's the problem? If you bring the milk, put the milk. God bless you. But why are you stop the prayers? He remembers that his father spoke when doing Dharma Shastra, or the way to act, the way to conduct yourself, what is appropriate, that there are people who would come to oppose or to obstruct your prayer. When you know, it's knowledge, when you could watch somebody and read, oh, this is your intention. You just want to make a confusion. You want to fight. I am not going to go to your level. Say what you want. Barry, curse, do what you want. I am not going to come down to your level. And I can stay quiet. But you see, when you don't have that knowledge, when one says, you're coming back. But my grandmother is always, it takes two doors to bark. But the person who have the knowledge, may I say it easier, sometimes you're more structure to react. Sometimes when you're doing prayers now, that's the time you have to control yourself regardless. We're talking about prayer, keeping it in that category. Although you might realize that that person is wrong, it doesn't mean you're going to pick up that fight every time. You have to know when to pick your fight. If I came to do prayers, I came to do prayers, and I'm going to hone and hold that energy inside of me. I'm not going to and waste it. That becomes a waste of your energy and your effort. In the same way, the little boy says, I realize that you all have come here, very good looking, very well dressed people, to obstruct my prayers. And this is your sole purpose. You are not my Shiva, you are not my goal, you are not my end point. If you do not leave here by virtue of my prayers, I am going to burn you. I am going to make you move, leave, and allow me to do my prayer. And he puts his hand in the Havan Kund, and he takes up some of the basma, the ashes, and he calls on who Lord Shiva, but here realize is Lord Shiva in front there. The person who is looking, Lord Shiva, looking like Indra, here we come and tell him, why are you holding to your Shiv worship? What is so great about him? Don't you know he's Bhutnath, he lives on the cremation ground? Everybody just watch that Murti and say, he looking nice. But please understand, the man lives on cremation ground. People who really does Shiv worship and they have that jata. You see that jata you're talking about? Step one, stop washing your hair. It is not a clean, combed, looking nice person. If you see that in real life, you might run. When you hear people who just do Shiv worship at Gorik, real Lord Shiva people. And for the people in my group, they see we went in Varanasi with a burden in the body, and the people is thinking, well, what burden is the prasad? So they go and they take off finger and toes and they dress the hair now. That is Shiv worship. Different level then, you understand what I say? We do it one way, they do it different. Just as how we do Durga Puja one way with coconut and Lapsha Zohari and tap people who just do it other way, right? But when he starts to describe the true nature, he says he doesn't wear a crown on his head. He only wears serpent. If he comes close to you, maybe the cobra might bite you. Oh child, remember you look at that child. Oh child, why are you holding to him? Let go that. Stop praying to that. If that come here, you will run. He is not the friendly form. Look how nice we looking. You don't get through. If somebody came to you and enticed you like that, leave your God and come by the new God, some people will go in. And you know what I say to that? To be very straightforward, don't vex with nobody. It had the discourse where Lord Vishnu take the incarnation called Buddha. I don't know if you know this, but Buddha is the form we come after Krishna. It is a form of Lord Vishnu. How much Buddha Murti you have in the temple? Baba, I never really see one over. How come? In the Buddha form, he created this form. It is what explains why Hindu don't criticize religion. Lord Vishnu had to distract somebody that was doing Lord Shiva Puja and that was relentless, that wasn't stopping. And so long as he was calling Lord Shiva stand up like a guard by the door and he said, Lord Vishnu, I can't move from here. If you attack this man, I will hit you. You cannot touch my devotee. So the answer is get him to stop doing the prayers and then you can take him. So Lord Vishnu take the form called Buddha. And he make a format, he make a book that look like the Sanskrit. It's not the same. And give him a simpler format of prayer. And he go on and he tell him, you go and distract them and pray. Understand what I say? They will create a new religion here. And this form went, Adi Vishnu went and he said, look, we have an easier way, follow this. You don't have to do all that prayers and sacrifice and you're doing too much of it. And the person listened, take it. And he jibbed from where he was, his ardent Shiva, and he went to follow this new way of life. And as he do it, Lord Vishnu get to him. When the work done now, please remember what I'm telling you. Adi Vishnu, or what we call the Buddha, wanted to come back to merge in the body of Lord Vishnu. And he said, Mahavishnu, I'm ready to return, to come home. He said, you stay there. Take and encourage different form of religion. And if in Kali Yuga the person does not have the karma to come to me, you know in Gita he say my devotee is 1 in a million or something so. Think with the, not the one, think about the 900 and whatever. Think with them this good. He said let's screen them, pull them out. If they have the karma to born in a Sanatanist home or this type of home where they're following sattvic lifestyle, prayers, etc., let it come to me. I accept it. But if they don't have the karma and they find an easier way, or a simpler way, or a shortcut way, or a different understanding because their mind at a different level, let it go. This is why, in simple language, Hindu do not condemn nobody religion. We are so small-minded. Think what it is we say. So my God could have snake form, monkey form, rat form, crapper form, alligator form, hammer form. All form come to my God. Fine.
Ending Krishna in the multiple form. He said, as far as I could see his head. So one of the head couldn't be Jesus, one of the head couldn't be Allah. My God saying, I am everything. So the Hindu believe, whatever you believe in, brother, that is you. This is why we don't go walking around the road. Please come. We have a yagna. You could join Hinduism. Ask for the Rakesh if you have a prayers that make you a Hindu. Hinduism is a lifestyle. I bow to the feet of my parents. I worship the God Sitaram. Pandit, Swami, everybody. I could bow to anybody here because I see the God equally in you. Sitaram. All those things are tenets of Hinduism. I don't have to do puja. Nowhere what make you a Hindu say puja. Truthfully, I worship the God in the form of the cow. I live by certain standards, and that make me a Hindu. And the Hindu believe, if you have the blessing and the karma to be in this, God bless you, you will be in it. Find it. You want to come? Be welcome in. But me, I'm going to tell you to come. We are looking for numbers. We don't have that. We don't have that. Only remember that. This fella is trying to encourage this guy to change. I believe in my Mahadev. No, give up on him. He looks like a Vigra. Give up on him. Don't study him. It have prettier God. It have nicer God. Some people will come and tell you, do Lakshmi Puja, you get money now. You ever hear people talk like that? I do this prayer because I just get this. Not because you believe in anything. Because I get. When you grow a little more in your spirituality, then you're going to realize whatever. I love my God. I depend on my God. And that's why I pray. Not only to get. Principle of Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Oh, degraded person, I cannot stand up here and hear you bad talk, my Shiva. Before, with my prayers, put trap on you. Leave this place. They continued to do it. And this little boy from the ashes called on Lord Shiva and he creates the Brahmastra, a weapon that we pretend an arrow. And he let it loose behind the same Shiva in the sky. When he started to cry because he became so angry, all this thing happening, and somebody's telling you your prayers is worthless, it's stupid. Imagine you're like near the Afadi Valley and I'm walking on the road and I tell you, hey, we're doing this wrong. It's nice language. What you're doing is a waste of time. You know how you feel? You're mashing the grass, what you're doing? Shut up. This little child started to feel like that. Bhasmadaya darayetam Rudharaye Rudharaye bhamayetam. With the ashes flying, this agoric weapon is going. Thunder in the environment is going, and the little boy is bawling because he didn't know how to feel. How could you attack my God? And Shiva is not studying the weapon coming, this one crying. He is only watching Upamanyu. And he did not let go of that view. With that devotion, the little boy is feeling as his body is burning. And all the gunners, Nandi, even Parvati Mata in this disguise as Indrani, is watching this weapon coming for Lord Shiva. It's coming close, it's coming close. Let's hear what happens when Lord Shiva decides to appear. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Allah and the action and the tempo was picking up. Lord Shiva realized if I don't stop it, we don't know what would have happened to him. His devotion was so pure. You ever sit down to do your prayers and tears come from your eyes? A feeling take you that you can't really put to your mouth to explain why you're crying. Something is happening, I don't know what it is. But within yourself, you and your God, something connected, and it is happening. And this little child is a child, the child don't know what to say. But Lord Shiva is seen, takes the true form, Chandrasekhara, with the moon on his head. Nandi catches the agoric, the Brahmastra. And he says, "Oh son, I was testing you. I, who has the Damru and the Tripura, the Trishul, the 3 points, have come here to reward your devotion." The little boy dropped his head to his feet and could not stop bawling. That in all this emotional moment, what you're doing to me, Shiv Baba, what type of test is this? Did I do something wrong? Are you angry with me that you would test me like this? That you would put me straight down to my last? Lord Shiva says, I wanted all from him. I didn't want some. I didn't want some of your devotion. I wanted everything you could give. And you know, it reminded me in Devi Bhagavad, Vashish Muni was praying to Durga. He's a master when it comes to Vishnu prayers and Shiv prayers. But he was learning about tantric prayer, about Devi. And Durga Mata at the end of it appears and she says, ask for what you want. And I want you to remember this tonight. He says, Mother, I pray that if my devotion ever falter, you know, I'm doing so much now, but sometimes I get a little lazy and I'll drop. Pull me back up. She says, no problem. See that triangle where they have on that median? With the flags, Chausa Yogini, and it has different forms. She says, I will take multiple forms, and I will bring trouble, heartache, pain, suffering. I will bring real trouble to your life. Put yourself in a situation where you listen. But Shishmuni said, ma'am, maybe you get confused. I know sit down and do your prayers. I know begging you for good. These way you give me trouble. She says, son, if you don't have hardship, trouble, difficult moments, for many people they never say a prayer in their life. So I will come in your life and put pain and put trouble truthfully. I will test you and I will watch to see, will you hold to your prayers or will you deviate and give up? Everything comes from God. Eh? This is why when the pandemic was running, it didn't have the form with the knee belief, where the knee belief come from. It have a form of Chandika Devi where she is used, if you're a city pit here, with the cocaine broom. Long time and they used to say, don't put the cocaine broom, put it upside down. That lady just hold that broom upside down and she lap on this side. And on this side she just have a big branch of neem. And there is jari with the neem, there is drink the neem, offer the neem with the puja because of that. And that is the form we just worship for pandemic. When like we say measles, not only COVID, right? In the same way, everything. Children have to born, Shashti Puja. People going to married, Mangala Gauri Puja. For every step you make, it have a prayer, it have a ceremony, it have a Devi, the suit. Is that sometimes we do sishi in the different forms. In the same way, Lord Shiva is saying, I wanted to see what you would do inside that test that I was putting in front of you. And little one, you have impressed me to the heights that today me and your mother, Parvati Devi, have come to listen to your pure prayer. That you are praying for milk, but what we saw inside of you, today you attain the spot as our son. Upamanyu becomes the adopted son of Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. And long before Ganesh was created, Upamanyu is given the title Ganapati. Gana meaning the servant, the assistant, the friends. Pati meaning the Lord of all. Not Sometimes when you hear somebody say, Ganapati, Ganesha, Ganapati, you distinct thy name, but there's a role, there's a job. Let me say general or something in the army of the workers of Lord Shiva. Upamanyu became that, and Lord Shiva becoming so moved by the power of this child prayer, you will remain unaging, you will be immortal, you will have everything you want, any amount of verdun you want. You will never have to face pain like other people. Me and you live in a trap. According to our Dharma, this life is very funny. You come into life and you start to see things that you want. And you start to take. Oh boy, I get this here. Here the child come home, I get I get a job, I get a wife, I get a child. And then the same life, you start to take it back. The same thing you wanted. That two-step, when we was building it in the beginning, was just two-step. Wow, so you know it right here. Two-step. When you reach an age, them same two-step become a deterrent. I can't lift this foot to mount them two-step. The same house that you wanted, husband, I want the biggest window and I want the highest ceiling. How are you going to paint that now, boy? How are you going to maintain that? Ganesh Baba in Brahma Puran said, children, when he quarreled with Tulsi Mata while she's a plant, quarreling with she said, children, I don't want children, when she wanted to marry them. Children? If I get married, no. All my time I gotta be spending with my God, I gotta have to take care of this person. So I afraid when they don't marry me, don't ask me for that. Children is when the sin will really come. Because now I, from being free, all my life, all my effort, all my energy will go for them. Check this out. I'm working for them, Baba. I stay in the marriage for them, Baba. I stay in here for them, Baba. Your shoes don't matter again. Them shoes matter first. Everything you have become for them. All your effort. Now, even your prayers. You don't pray for yourself again. You praying for them. So you come like the best worker. Truthfully. This is the part where Tulsi Mata curse him and say, what? You're afraid wedding? You become the Devta for all the wedding. So when the Baba blessing your wedding ring, for example, Ganesh prayers. When they're doing the Devta long time with the yellow rice, Ganesh prayers. He have to be in all the any wedding card in the Ganesh. That's how that comes. Then she tells him, you afraid what one lady go do in your life? I put a strap on you, you go marry two. And you get two? That's how you get. Then he tells you, well, you was married and doing your hands so and say, what? I young and I good looking and I pretty. Married me. He said, anytime you're lewd and you want to advertise your body, don't worry, in your next life you're going to live just stand up like the mango tree. Spread your hand wide and lay all your fruits. Let be on display. Understand something tonight, everybody. If Tulsi Mata is so blessed, she is. She brings blessings. Her flowers, her leaves, her branches, her roots, all have roles to play in our prayers. Why is she a plant and not a murti? Because she was bearing she body to Ganesh and she was begging him, married. Look how pretty I is, come on. You see it when Lord Krishna is called Damodar. When he tied the mortar and the pestle and he gone between the two trees with the Ashram and Kumar. When them was naked, they come like the two tree again. So maybe somehow we will go and turn tree in the next life. Time will be going. Prem Samrumapati Mahadevaki. He says, dear child, in this life you will bring joy to your mother and me, and you will be an exemplar. You will be an exemplar for anybody that wants to go and do our puja. If a person should follow, please remember when we start off, we're giving Lord Krishna advice how to pray. Look where it come from. Lord Shiva telling anybody that follow your guidance, anybody that follow your lead, they will find us very easy. You are now our son, and anybody you send to us, we will show an extra love or a little leniency. We are so happy with you, O Upamanyu, today for the purpose of all the devatas, I will be called Sureshwar because I became the devata. When you have people named Suresh, this is the discourse where it comes from. This auspicious discourse, everybody put your hand together. This auspicious discourse causes the person who practices Shravanam, the act of listening to the Katha, fulfilling their desires. These noble people, when listening to this type of discourse, if they are praying for help, mukti, liberation, moksha, entry into heaven, any type of enjoyment or pleasure, let's say passing an exam, getting a job, the salary, etc., salvation from pain and any type of sickness, whosoever listens to this discourse and thinks about the message within, recites it maybe tomorrow morning, you know what, I'm going to tell somebody what I heard last night. That person will enjoy all the pleasure in this life that they are looking for. Family life, work life, etc. And ultimately, when life leaves the body, they merge with Shiva. They go and become his Gana, doing bidding and work for his happiness. Prem Savalomapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Before we conclude, I want to share the mic a little bit because we're still celebrating Auntie Angela. I want to call on Nisha first to share a few words briefly, and then we're going to have Clint. Let's welcome them with a round of applause, everybody.
So it's Nisha, or Pookie, or Spooky, Angela's younger cousin. And I spent some of my early years in Santa Cruz with Angela and her parents and her siblings. So I've been asked to share some of her details and memories, as we call her Annie, as we celebrate her 65th birthday. Angela was born on the 3rd of March, 1958, the eldest of her 9 siblings, from her parents, Bolan and Vio Vikaru. She got married to handsome Yagnas, aka Uncle Danny, and they had 2 beautiful children, Anjani and Ashram. Unfortunately, Anjani is no longer with us, but she'll always be in our hearts. May God bless her soul. Ashram, their second child, is such a beautiful son. Nothing is too much for Ashram to do. After the passing of her parents, Angela instinctively took up the mantle as the mother figure to many of us. Annie easily adapts to all situations. She knows exactly how to get any task done. Sometimes we have to remind her that we are big kids now and we can handle it too. Annie could have easily been an economist. She doesn't waste her time. From reusing the end of the match grain to throwing a cake in the oven because she was making macaroni pie already and she might as well not waste the gas. She exemplifies wisdom, strength, and courage in her response to challenges. She's supportive, good in good and bad times, always motivated and encouraging us in whatever challenges life throws at us. Always wanting to keep the peace. So Annie used to tell people I was her daughter a long time. When she didn't want no boys to talk to her, because she only had eyes for Uncle Danny, she used to tell people I was her daughter. So our Didi Angela always gives us a shoulder to lean on with her heart of gold and willingness to assist. Angela, you are a pillar of strength, our earthly Durga Shakti Ma. We thank you for sincerely for everything you do and for bringing so much joy and laughter to our lives. You are a unique, shining star who dazzles us with love and generosity. As you reach this milestone, may your birthday bring a year of hope, happiness, and promises for a great future. We pray that Bhagwan, in all his infinite forms, continue to bless, guide, and protect you always. Happy 65th birthday, Angela. Sitaram.
Sitaram, everyone.
Sitaram.
So I'm another cousin, a younger cousin. Annie, I want to take this just to say thank you. Thank you for everything. You know, usually we say these things after someone's passed. So it's good to say it now. You have completed 65 years on this earth, and I don't think you have wasted any time. You have touched people's lives. You know, what I like about Angela is, no matter what is going on, she can be upset, she can be tired, but you see that smile that she's showing us now? It is always there. You know, in the face of adversities, she smiles. And all the things that Annie, and when I say Annie, remember, they are now one. So it's Annie and Annie I'm talking to, because they are one unit now. And all the things that they face in life, they face it with joy, you know, with honor. And no matter, as Nisha, what I'm happy about is Nisha said everything, so I just have to be short, right? Anything that the family is having, Angela is always ready to assist. She don't wait for you to call her, you know. She's there. She takes it up and she runs with it. She takes over, sometimes too much. But she really wants to see things through. And that's what I appreciate about you. You see things through. And I just want to thank you. And as I say, continue what you are doing, because it makes you who you are. And it makes us love you even more. Sit down.
Sit down. For me, I wanted to be here because Angela, years ago when I was running the lab with Blue Waters, I met this short, small lady in charge of raw materials. That's where I met her. And everybody in those days, production is man fighting man. We want time, we want material. A lot of the industrial language between all these men. But everybody, when they wanted something, they had to come and beg Angela to help you. Because just what Nisha said is true. She's very resourceful. When everybody couldn't see a way in a problem, I could testify that Angela would solve the problem. When different people used to be barking in that front office, when everybody feel, you know, they're beating the chest, this little lady used to come out of this office, she little office, and smile. I'll get it done, I'll get it done, I'll get it done. I'll fix it. And that is how I remember. Angela, if I celebrated the 90 sides, your achievement as a wife and a family person, with your daughter in mind and everything that you pass and continue to rise up. For East Indian woman to do what you've done, to live, to teach, to walk, to tolerate, to continue to keep that ship running when we was in that old plant, single-handedly, every raw material that we needed. Angela is an impressive person. Men can do what you did. And God bless you with that. That you be an example for all the young people and the people in your family. On a personal side, you was a sweetheart. God bless you for the personality that you have. That you was always welcoming, like a motherly figure, regardless of the fire we was in. It really is my opportunity to spend the day with you. And I'm glad I could have come. I really wish you God's blessings and many, many more happy birthdays. God bless your daughter wherever she is. Bless your son and every member of your family, that your life, your marriage have fulfilled and you enjoy the many chapters of your life. God bless you with the darshan that Lord Shiva gives you. As a devout Hindu, lady, be very proud. I am very proud to know you. I message you whenever I get the chance. And I mean wisely. That people need to live a full life the way you live a full life. And God bless Uncle for giving you the support to do it. Because without that support, you can't. You'll be fighting every day. So, Auntie Angela today, happy birthday from my family and myself. And God bless you to have many, many more. Prem Sakaloma Pati Mahadeva Ki. Everybody, at this time, I want you to remember all where we talk about. The purpose of my discourse is the host. Understand how Satsang is supposed to do. The host has invited you to pray. This is not dinner. We came to do something. She wants to share something with you. So she shares her moment in prayer in an auspicious night like this. That the person who understands a tidbit more about Lord Shiva, gets the darshan of Lord Shiva, gets the Shani Pradosh thing, gets the blessings of Shani, starts to see things changing in their life by practicing what? You didn't do the puja like she, but there are different forms of prayer. Shravanam is where I practice listening to prayers. There's a long time people say, your Puja prayers are going to hear the prayers. I do the prayers. Listening to prayers gives you the blessing as if you've done the prayers. This is why people do that. The other one is the darshan. When we stand to do arti and you see them doing the arti, so you have to watch it. By witnessing darshanam. When Sri Ram talking to Shabri, when a person watched the prayer, they get the blessing as if they did the prayer. So you see long time, older people, when they had Bhagavat and they are like rushing for the front seat, them people didn't know what they was doing. They getting all the blessing but no work. I get to watch it and I get to hear it and I taught it my karma. Easy. Remember that. And when you get a chance to watch the satsang on the television or your phone or whatever have you here in the mandir, make use of it. When you get the chance to do what you could do, don't study nobody else. Don't study the people next to you. When you go, you're going by yourself. When you have to judge, when Lord Shiva watching you, he's watching you alone. This is why. Keep it simple. When you come in the temple, he's watching you. Sitaram. Sitaram. Don't forget. Don't be so pompous that you cannot bow to your Mahadev. Please remember that. Children, please remember that. Everybody, I have Shivanand Maharaj. Sir he was coming from classes by Pandit Navin and them, and he wanted to be here with us. So, sir, could you give us maybe a piece for Angela before, while Pandit Ravi doing Havan and so on? Anybody want to sing anything or anybody want to say anything before I close? We are going long.
Bolo Mahapati Mahadev Ki Jai. So as we conclude this evening, please remember that because of this prayer that this child was saying, the person attains this immortality, grows up as time is passing, and he becomes the friend of Lord Krishna, the guru of Lord Krishna, and encourage the person. Krishna, if you pray like this, you will get it, don't worry, don't give up. And Krishna was able to achieve Lord Shiva as his son. Another day, God bless, we get to meet together. I'll read that discourse for you. Where the son of Lord Shiva, the son of Lord Krishna is Lord Shiva himself. It's a wonderful discourse. Ready? At this time, everybody, with your permission, I really apologize for going over the extra time. I don't know how we're supposed to close for 9. Let's all stand as we do closing arrangement. Again, please cover your hair, ladies. Everybody, put your hands together. Lord Shiva, by your grace, we got the opportunity to pray. We've come to the end of our satsang. We're going to eat shortly. May you bless the food, bless the prasad that we are about to consume. Bless our body and allow us to have your darshan as we make our way to our homes. Bless us to do so safely. As we wave the divine light, allow us all to have the darshan, the blessings of your form in our bodies, in our lives. Please accept our prayer. Sajam chalvarti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam Deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timirapaham Jai Shiva Omkara Prabhu Har Shiva Omkara. Come on everybody. Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Hare Ram Ji
Everybody, please share. Hare Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sadashiva, Hare Dangi Lala, Brahma Vishnu Sadashiva, Hare Dangi Lala, Jai Shiva. Hare Shiva, Hare Om Hare 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 Mahadev, Om Hare 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 Mahadev, Om Hare 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 Mahadev. As we join our hands, take a second and thank you, Lord Shiva, for the opportunity to listen and to learn about your Dharma. Dear Lord, tonight if I walk away with one morsel, one tidbit of information, of knowledge that came from this little gathering, thank you to the hostess and host for allowing us to be part of this. We could have done this for us very simple and small, but we wanted to have all of you together. Thank you, dear Lord, for affording me that chance. Together, everybody. Tvameva Mata Chavita Tvameva Tvameva. Come on. Tvameva Vidya Tvameva. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Jai Jai Siddharma. Siddharma, everybody.